No Steph and Golden State trying to avoid going down 3-1 at home for this one. There's Steph out for his third straight game. Check out Ant-Man pregame. Knocks down the half-court shot and look at the celly. Night-night. I feel like that's a bad omen, Golden State. Fast forward to the second quarter. 6 seconds remaining. Ant-Man, deep three. Got it at the buzzer. Look at him cross up Gary Payton II, knock down the buzzer beater, and get all hyped up. And T-Wolves down 2 going into halftime. Early third quarter, game tied at 66. Ant-Man in attack mode. This dude goes off in the second half, making the layup right there. T-Wolves up 2. Couple possessions later, more Anthony Edwards. The layup plus the foul with all that stuff around him. No problem right there. T-Wolves up 3. Later in the quarter, Minnesota up 9. Edwards for 3. T-Wolves on a 12-0 run. They're up 12. Couple possessions later, Edwards plucks it away. Julius Randle gets it, takes it the other way, over to his former Knick friend, Dante DiVincenzo, who nails the 3. 15-0 run for Minnie. And then Edwards saying, no, Ryan, it's a 17-0 run with that mid-ranger. Unbelievable. Edwards had 30 on the night. T-Wolves up 17 at that point, and under 2 minutes remaining in the third. DiVincenzo to Randle. Oh! T-Wolves going up big, fourth quarter. Minnesota up 16. Jaden McDaniels getting to the house. T-Wolves just rolling right now, and here's Randle, one more for good measure, getting the floater to go. He had a game-high 31. T-Wolves win at 117-110. They take the 3-1 series lead. Here's Ant on his second-half mindset.
We came out like we had won a game already, like we had won a series already, and when we came in at halftime, Coach told us, like, man, we playing like some losers. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a loser mentality right now, and we wasn't being aggressive on defense. We wasn't being aggressive on offense. We was just playing so loose. We wasn't attacking the ball or attacking the basket, so we just had to pick it up. I needed to be better offensively, create for my teammates, create for myself, and be more aggressive, so I came out and tried to do that.
The series changed with Steph's injury, so everybody's shots are going to be more difficult. There's just, Steph's the guy who breaks the defense down for us and creates that offensive flow. And I think the end result is that shots are more difficult for every single guy.
We just got to win a game. Win one game, take it from there. I think that's our mindset. Do all that we can, figure out a way to win one. You win one, everything changes. So that'll be our mindset going into Game 5.
Brian Windhorst back with us. Wendy, the Warriors look downright anemic on offense. Shams says Steph Curry's earliest return date is Game 6. So with Golden State on the brink of elimination coming into Game 5 now, is this series over?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a tall task to ask them to go to Minnesota and win when they just can't score. I really think, to me, what I'm watching more in the last couple of games, especially in Game 4, was more about the Wolves than it was about the Warriors. Last year, the Wolves were in great position to eliminate the Denver Nuggets early, and they let that opportunity slip through their fingers. They lost a couple of home games in the middle of that series. They did win in Game 7, but when they got to the conference finals, they were exhausted, and they were never in position. They get a chance again against a wounded team this time, and they were all business in these games 3 and 4, specifically in the second half tonight. So I know that there's so much focus on whether or not the Warriors can get it to Game 6. And in a one-game situation, of course something could happen, but they aren't putting their best foot forward. They aren't getting enough offense. And I am very impressed with the way the Wolves have taken care of the opportunity.
He had 30 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and that was enough to push them past the Steph Curry-less Warriors. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened with Jimmy Butler tonight. He knows 9 shot attempts ISO is not nearly enough. Kuminga came to play. Kuminga gave him 23 points off the bench. He was 6 of 13, 11 of 12 from the free throw line. Jimmy Butler, 9 field goal attempts. Buddy Hield had more field goal attempts. Pods had more field goal attempts. Draymond Green had more field goal attempts. With Steph is out, this is why you make the trade for Steph Curry. Jimmy Butler's supposed to win you one game minus Steph Curry, Ocho. That's what's supposed to have happened. And right now, I don't know what's going on with Jimmy. Maybe he has an injury, but 9 field goal attempts, he wasn't aggressive at all. He was coming to a jump stop, passing out of it, and it did. I don't, like I said, I don't know what's going on. health-wise, body-wise. Maybe he got an injury that they're not reporting. But this effort tonight is unacceptable.
Hey, to me, Uncle Ocho, he look hobbled. He don't look healthy. You know what I mean? He don't look like he's moving right out there. And like you said, it's just like a lot of the moves that he's making, they kind of methodical that, he can't get nothing from him. It's like he's looking to pass. He's not even to even be aggressive to even score, because they definitely need him to put up points. But let's be honest, man, them folks ain't got enough firepower to be messing with Minnesota, not without Curry.
But here's the thing, though, Joe. Who is he gonna pass it to? Draymond? He gonna pass it to Pods? He gonna pass it to Tyson Jackson Davis? He gonna pass it to a Loon? I'm just trying to figure out who is he gonna pass it to that can help him get points.
Hey,
Go ahead, Ojo.
I was just gonna say, if anything, Joe and Unc, I really think there's something wrong with Jimmy. We know what Jimmy could do when he takes the game over, and obviously trading for him and him understanding that Steph Curry's not playing, Jimmy's one that can shoulder that load. He can put that team on his back. And the fact that he came out tonight and he wasn't as aggressive and assertive as he should be, and knowing that, listen, if we're gonna score points, it got to come from somewhere, and it should start with me. I'm not going to start the game facilitating. I'm not going to pass the ball. I'm going to do everything I can, knowing that one of the individuals on the team right now that can put the ball on the floor and score from anyone on the court is me. I mean, you expect me to be aggressive tonight, so I think there is some type of lingering issue or something going on with him.
Yeah, let's not speculate. Let's go with what we know.
My bad.
Because that's what you always tell me. Say, it don't matter. You out there on that field. Hey, I expect the effort. And he was not aggressive. Kaminga was 11 or 12 from the free throw line. Jimmy Butler got to the line 5 times. That's not nearly aggressive enough. And like you said, I mean, he was minus 30 and plus minus. And remember the other night, Joe, in game 3, it was a situation where the last 8 minutes and 16 seconds, he didn't score a bucket. When the game really could have been, going back and forth, it could have been teetering. That was the opportunity. Julius Randle has been great this playoff series. He had a career high 31 points. Julius Randle, 25-point playoff games. As a T-Wolf, he has 3 of those. As a Knick, he had 1. I don't know what it is. Maybe he's more comfortable. Maybe there's more of an opportunity. It's kind of hard, but all I know is he's playing outstanding, and this is what you expect from your 1-2 punch. You need your 1-2 punch to be that, and then I'm gonna get some production. Okay, let me see what I can do to help y'all out. McDaniels, I got you 10. Mike Conley gave you 11. Alexander Walker, I give you 13. Okay.
Yeah.
Mike Conley gave you 11 tonight. And in a situation, your 2 big guns go off. Well, you're minus one of your big guns with the Warriors. Now that other big gun needs to go off. And that's Jimmy Butler. He's looking to pass the ball to guys that's not scorers. I can see if he's passing the ball, if it's like Brunson, who's passing the ball to Cat.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that. Okay, Cat's an all-star. Cat's an all-NBA player. I get that. Who is Jimmy Butler passing the ball to that we know of as scorers, that we think of like, okay, I can see this.
Outside of Kaminga. Man, that's damn near basically it.
Hold on. Maybe he was hoping for Buddy Hield to have another one of them games. Hey, but listen.
You what is up, my buddy? My buddy.
My buddy and me.
They get along in the media.
But Joe, you talked about it, Joe, what they're doing. They're running him off that 3-point line. They're not letting him spot up and shoot now. So he's not a guy that's going to take you off the dribble. He's not Steph Curry. He's not Dame Lillard. He's not one of these 3-point shooters that can pop, and elevate the shot. He needs to catch and shoot.
Yeah, so like when all the attention is on Steph, it's easy to play in that role. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
can just kind of hide or just, kind of spectate to some degree, and the ball just kind of finds you. But I think we really have to give Minnesota their credit, Uncle Ocho. Especially Randall. I know Randall has heard the whispers. He's heard the whispers. And I think just throughout this whole playoffs, he's been pretty consistent for them. He's been special for them against the Lakers. And in this round, the Warriors have no answer for him. And I appreciate it because when Ant-Man doesn't really have it going, or he takes the back seat to some degree, meaning, he understands he's going to get doubled. So he just kind of absorbs it, throws it to Randall, and Randall kind of goes out and makes plays. He's not only scoring the ball, Uncle Ocho, he's distributing, at a nice factor, for a guy his size, and he's taking advantage of the mismatches every time. He's making them pay.
Yeah, Drew Randall had it going early. He had like 19 points early, so he got it going early. Everybody took a back seat. But the problem that they have, the Warriors have, the goat that T-Wolves can do is that they don't have to double anybody. There's no Steph on the court. So I don't have to double anybody. So I don't have to scramble and leave guys wide open for wide open threes. Buddy Hield is not getting those wide open threes that he got in the last series and he got the first game when Steph Curry was in the game. He's not getting those.
Right.
And so with that being said, now everybody's locked up man to man. I mean, it's not like Draymond's a threat, so Rudy Gobert is not put in a situation that he needs somebody to come help. Okay, Drew Randall can take Jimmy Butler straight up, or Ant-Man can take him straight up. And then you got McDaniel, and then you got Conley. So who do we have to help off of so somebody else, Ocho, can get a wide open shot? Nobody.
Because they figured the Warriors don't have nobody who could just consistently beat them. Yeah, Draymond going to make a couple threes. We're going to live with that. That's not going to beat us. That's not going to beat us. He going to make.
What did I tell you, Ocho? I say anytime Draymond take the first two threes, we look good. Because hey, I like this. I like this. I like this kind of party.
Hey, you know what's funny? It's amazing to see, obviously, with Steph being out, and I'm sure there are other teams like this, and something that I didn't even know, and I didn't learn until I started talking and watching basketball with you guys, this season, and now even more has come to a head with understanding that most of the players on certain teams, they have weaknesses and they have strengths. So with a superstar like Steph being out, now it's coming to head where I'm looking at, I'm noticing, well, goddamn, with Steph being out, I understand how great a player he is, but I didn't know how great he was and how he made everything else work going on around him. Because now that he's out, now you have others that the scoring is not coming from anywhere else. Jimmy Butler's not playing like playoff Jimmy, the Jimmy we used to seeing. And now you have the rest of the supporting cast. Nobody can do anything on their own. Their weaknesses. In football, when you have 11 players on the field, most of the time, there's certain players you can hide what they don't do well. You hide it for a little bit. Now, in this playoff atmosphere with Steph being out, everybody's being exposed for what they can do as opposed to what they can.
Yeah.
But that's the problem. It's like that in any playoff series. In football, if you have a weakness, what does that team do? They exploit it. Whatever you're bad at, it come playoff time.
Matter of fact, a small example for those in the chat that don't know basketball, like these two do. Look at the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. The offensive line,
offensive line has been a problem all year,
Joe. And all of a sudden they get the Super Bowl, and oh my goodness, it comes to a head and it's exposed tremendously.
Yep, and that's what happened. And that's now, Steph, you got to double Steph, because Steph get the ball, we're gonna try to run doubles at him. Okay, now Buddy can catch and shoot. Okay, now there are cracks in the defense. Jimmy can get to the lane. Either he's going to lay the ball up or you're going to foul him. Well, with no Steph, we can play you honest. You ain't going nowhere, because, Jimmy, you're the only one that can create a shot for yourself. Draymond is really not creating a shot for himself. Buddy Hield's not creating a shot for himself. I mean, who's else in the starting lineup? Pod, he's okay. Tyson Jackson Davis, really? So Kuminga, Kuminga comes off the bench. He played 30 minutes. I'm not worried about Kevon Looney and all these other guys that got in mop-up time. Gary Payton II. That's not what he does. He's a defender. He's a 3-and-D guy. He can, spot up and shoot. But he's not looking to take somebody off the dribble. That's Steph. But Steph is more dangerous because so much attention is focused on him. Man, somebody robbing you blind over here, and you look at that